Hi. Welcome to my tier list, where the SoulShatters community comes to fight me in the comment section about how their main was put in bottom tier. Remember, just because I put your main in bottom tier doesn't mean it's a bad character. I will also only be ranking characters as a whole, which means I'll consider all the phases of the character. Let's just get to the point. Asriel. Asriel is probably one of the best characters in the game. The first phase of Asriel is probably one of the most underrated part of Asriel. Both Star Blazing and Shocking Breaker combo into Chaos Saber 2 at full mana. And if it combos into Chaos Saber 2, you can of course do the Saber glitch that almost every Asriel knows how to do. If you don't know how to, you can check out SoulShatters man's video on the Saber glitch. Here's a quick tip about Asriel. You can loop these two moves infinitely. Technically it's not a true combo since Star Blazing sucks, but you can pull it off on most players. Chaos Saber 2 is probably one of the best combo tools in the game. Along with the Saber glitch, you can do some pretty stylish combos. You can also do high damage combos. Why did Bunny make Chaos Saber suck against dodge characters but busted against non-dodge characters? This also goes with Chaos Buster, but vice versa. Chaos Buster is the best dodge draining move in the entire game. If you're fighting something like New Sans, you're going to be equal in draining each other's health and mana, just by spamming Chaos Buster. It's brainless and makes no sense. It sucks against non-dodge characters but is busted against dodge characters. Not only that these two weapon thingies are broken, but Asriel's ult is also broken. Hyper Gunner is that move. One-shots Sans, wounds SSC, and does a ridiculous amount of damage. Sure it's avoidable, but 90% of the time, you'll get circled by these square things and eat 25% of your health. It also transitions into phase 2, which heals you and buffs your health to 300. Not only that, but God of Hyperdeath has more annoying combos that basically do 10% of your health in one move. 10% is a lot of health if you're gonna get hit by it more than 10 times. If you didn't know already, both 1 and 2 can pick up opponents off the ground, which gives them a combo for free. It's like the Saber glitch except it's a high damaging move. But in all honesty, 1 and 2 aren't that great of a moves. Sure they can combo into clicks, but how much it stuns depends on how laggy you are and how laggy the opponent is. If you're laggy, it stuns for an eternity. If they're laggy, for some reason, the stun glitches, and you can move if they click you. But that's about all there is for 1 and 2, 3 is also a broken move. And here we have another phase transitioning move. The move itself isn't great, but the transition to phase 3 is. When they're in phase 3, they're always gonna spam Galacta Blazing and kill you. Even if you heal your 50 health from the beam, Asriel's 1 just went from being an awful move, to one of the best moves in the game, dealing 90 damage in one hit. How the heck did Bunny mess this one up? Even if you do manage to survive Galacta Blazing, you gotta deal with Shocking Breaker too, which is also a pain in the neck. Now it doesn't do 90 damage like the last one, but it does about 20 damage with the whole thing. If you somehow, in God's glory, survive these two moves, then I have bad news. The cooldowns on the moves aren't that long. They take about 10 to 20 seconds, which isn't a lot of time. And before you know it, you're just dead. Next we got utfrisk. I had trouble on where to place utfrisk, because it's the best damage dealer in the game, but also the most glassy. Half of the characters in the game have a Todd for Frisk, but Frisk also can Todd them. Now with the latest nerfs on UTF, they don't have an infinite combo anymore, sadly. However, Glove 1 is probably one of Frisk's best moves. It combos into almost everything in Frisk's kit. Even into Knife 4. They still haven't patched Glove into Knife 4. Also, Glove somehow still hits on the floor, which means that you can still do some pretty crazy stuff. Frisk's combos are OP, but that isn't why I put it in A. The main reason why I put it in A was because of one weapon, which happens to be the torn notebook. Book is the best weapon in Frisk's kit. The invincibility frames on it are crazy. You could camp someone while regaining health with Temmie armor. If they try to hit you, they can't combo you because of the iframes. All they gotta do is spam click and they'll get out of combos for free. The counter is also pretty slick. You can combo it into glove 1, and if you can combo it into glove 1, then you can combo it into kint 4. Frisk has a 70 plus damage combo on God of Hyperdeath from a counter. Character is still pretty good even after the nerfs. Old Sans time. Everyone said this before. Old Sans is broken. The infinite for Sans is probably one of the most obnoxious things about SoulShatters. Not only that, but why does Blaster 5 combo into Blaster 6? Old Sans has an infinite plus a true combo into his ultimate, doing 200 plus damage in a single combo. And for some reason, Bunny decided that Blaster 2 into Blaster 6 should be a true combo. This is balanced. So we have two ways to combo into Blaster 6. Even if some of their blasters miss, you'll still get about 100 damage from your blasters. But even if Old Sans can do infinite combos, they can't outlast most characters. The infinite combo drains some mana. And if they're being pressured, they don't have much options if they're at below half mana. That's the main reason why I put him below asriel. New Sans. Not gonna lie, I was thinking about putting New Sans above asriel, but then I thought about a fight against New Sans and a utfrisk. New Sans suffers the same cons as Old Sans, as every dodge character does. If you're being pressured, you're gonna have a bad time. New Sans doesn't have a lot of combo options as Old Sans. And even if they get that one Blaster 4 into Telekinesis 1 into Special 1, it's only gonna do about 50 plus damage, maybe less. New Sans also doesn't outlast as long as Old Sans, since they don't regen mana. Special 2 is also easily avoidable if you know what you're doing. All the bone moves, except Bones 6, suck. Why are Bones 4 and 5 perfect blockable? The main damage output is through blasters and specials. There isn't much left to talk about here. Next we got a controversial one, gtchara. GTC is the most popular character in the game. They got some cool combos, a special shield, and a heal. Since the 1v1 with me and Cheeto, my perspective of GTC changed. It changed from GTC being an average character to one of the best characters in the game. Patience 2 is probably overlooked by most new players, along with Perseverance 1. These two moves are the best moves in GTC's kit. GTC is almost as good as Delta Sans. The fling part of Integrity 2 is probably the best combo extender. Also, they have the best ultimate in the game, Hate Ball. Why does Hate Ball remind me of Dark Devastation? They're basically the same thing. It does too much damage. Why does Hate Ball combo into Hate 2? It's nuts. You can also combo off of Hate 2 and follow up with a click combo. The only problem with GTC is that it doesn't outlast half the characters. Sure, it has a heal, but if you get punished then you'll eat more damage than what you healed. GTC's decent, one of the most fun characters to play. Undyne. This character's a special case. If you didn't know, the stun on 2 has been nerfed, which makes the Undyne infinite untrue now. Phase 1 is just there to serve as a phase 1, just like gtfrisk. And with the introduction of the gtfrisk infinite combo, you're better off not playing Undyne, since gtfrisk is just a direct upgrade. The only thing that makes Undyne good, aside from their tankiness and high damage output, is the wacky combo 5 into 7, which isn't even a true combo. This character has just gotten worse over time and isn't worth using much. Hot take, Betty is the best character in the game. This character is nuts. Phase 1 is just a worse version of Phase 2. Normal for comboing into Scythe 1 is bonkers, doing like 30 damage. In fact, normal 4 combos into normal 3, scythe 3, and scythe 4, which all do decent amounts of damage. But that's besides the point. Why did I really put Betty as the best character? That would be because of Betty True Power. Betty True Power has the best combos. LMB 5 into normal 5 into normal 3 does 53 damage to asriel. You think that's all? It also combos into normal 4, which does 20 damage in one move. Assuming you're in your last phase at half health, you're going to die in one combo. Betty doesn't even need to do the infinite combo to kill you. And speaking about the infinite combo, it's untrue. You can TP out of it half the time. Did I mention that normal 1 stun locks you on the ground? Yeah. Apparently you can continue off of normal 4 using normal 1. And even if you somehow manage to survive that, I just gotta say what I just said in the asriel part. The cooldowns are not that long. After 10 seconds or so, you're gonna get hit by the combo again, eating 100 HP, and by that point you're dead. And if you're wondering about dodge characters, you can just stay in phase 2, regaining all the health they just dealt. Betty outlasts every character and deserves its place in first place. Gtfrisk. This character is my main, but I won't hold any bias. When I was talking about Undyne, I talked about how this character is basically a direct upgrade to Undyne. I stand by that point, and I'll tell you why. 2 is probably the best move in the game. It has like a 5-second cooldown and phantom hit 2 combos back into a click combo. If you didn't know, if you have a move that combos into a click, then it's OP. I mean, you've seen my infinite combo, right? But really, 1 comboing into 7 is bonkers. 7 does 100 plus damage if they're caught in it correctly. Little fact about 7, halfway through it doesn't stun. Kinda like Spear of Justice. Except you're close enough to the opponent to combo them. What's up with being able to combo with N into an ultimate? The only reason why I put it in C is because it doesn't outlast most of the characters. Here we got SSC, which has broken for the longest time out of all the characters. Sure, it doesn't have combo potential, but what does that matter if you can deal 100 damage with 1 click combo? Now for all the people who say that GTC is better than SSC, and that you should use GTC because it takes a lot of skill, I have bad news for ya. The direct upgrade from GTC to SSC literally gives you free combos for doing nothing. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to learn complicated integrity combos to make SSC work. You just hit 2, then you go over and press 3, then press 5, and then click them. Congratulations, you've done half their health. By pressing 3 keys. Now if you're telling me that GTC is better than SSC, then you're on drugs. I don't know what else to tell you. Clearly SSC is better than GTC by a huge margin. But now I'm not really talking about the tier list anymore. Then again, I feel like this happens every time I talk about characters. But let's just move on. When xcharans came out, it was completely broken. No one can deny that. Overwrite 5, which is now Overwrite 4, did 52 damage. However, it's been nerfed so hard that the damage decrease was an over-nerf. In fact, it's been nerfed so hard that it's probably one of the worst characters in the game compared to the other characters. Its best combo only does 100 damage, and the cooldowns take an absolute eternity. The stun on Schara 2 and Cross Knife 4 are great, but they literally can't get much off of it. The max amount of health is like 50 damage. They're just outclassed by other characters. Feels like a UCD character in SoulShatters, but it's not. Delta is just broken. No denying that. Combat 3 is probably the best move in the game. It's like a counter, except it activates even if you don't get hit. In fact, the move is so broken, that I beat someone only using Combat 3 and Mouse 1 combos. It's that broken. Combat 3 aside, Delta has the best combo ability in the entire game. and somehow he doesn't have an infinite. Blaster 4 does like 50 damage in one move for half of your mana bar. Delta Phase 2 outdamages Betty True Power. Fun fact, Combat 1 has enough stun that you can combo it into Final 1. It's untrue but they can't escape it, neither teleport out. Final also combos from Combat 3 for some reason. Bunny just copied and pasted the stun time for the last hit of Combat 1 and Combat 3. Both moves combo into every move they have, except counters. Delta is broken, has been broken, and probably will stay broken for a long time. Carrot God. I don't want to talk about Carrot God, but I guess I have to. Why the hell does Carrot God have an infinite? Why does one combo into everything? Characters broken, let's move on. Oh yeah, I put it in B because it's too glassy. Rest in peace Stevenie mains. If you didn't know, Stevenie is getting replaced by someone. They had to remove for copyright. So sad. Anyway, Stevenie sucks. The inability to teleport turns down a lot of options for Stevenie. Why does Undyne's spear penetrate the shield? Why does Undyne of all characters counter Stevenie? Sure, you can get your 150 damage combo in second phase, but just like xcharans, the cooldowns take an eternity. Stevenie is worse xcharans. How did Sakuya not get taken down lol? There's not much to say about Sakuya other than that they do extremely low damage. What? Just because Knives 5 does 70 damage up close means that it's good? No, that is very situational. Unless it combos from Knife 2, I'd put it in B. That's all I got for this tier list. I'm gonna go take a nap, this took forever to make.